Good morning and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is, what day is today? Hold on. I don't know what day it is. Today is Friday. Today is Friday and it is build day 51 in the build schedule out at Villa FELIZ. And today we should be doing continuous progress of getting these beams squared away and moving forward so we can approach the final pour day, which is probably going to be in about 2 weeks from now. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for a lot of the wonderful comments and all that I've been getting on the channel here lately, and also the cross collaboration from some of the other channels that have actually been posting nice comments about us here at My PI Dream as well. So anyway, today might be full of some surprises. You never know out at Villa FELIZ what the day is going to present, but I have a feeling today is going to be a day with 1 or 2 surprises. So anyway, I want to get out there as soon as possible. You notice I'm turning in a different direction because the other way, the sun's in my eyes when I turn this way, but it's really not too bad. Not too bad this morning because there's some clouds up there and I don't have to wear my sunglasses. But sometimes I have to turn the other way around. But I noticed in the video a couple times, and it's like the sun is gleaming into the camera. So anyway, again, I'm blabbing on. So I want to get today started. So I want to give Dog a quick treat back here and head on out to the work site. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Good morning, ladies. How are you this morning? Lots of traffic today. Hi, good morning. Good morning. See you later. Have a nice day. Good morning, Michelle. How are you today? You're awake.
Yeah. You're so fun.
That was so funny yesterday. It was so funny. That was hilarious. That's good. It was good. I caught him yesterday.
What's that? What's that?
It's coffee grounds and eggshells. It's for my fertilizer for my garden. It's good. It breaks up the soil very good. So I don't throw any of this stuff away. I always save it. It's starting to get full, so it's time to bring it out there. Magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga.
How are you today? So Tess, what's for dinner tonight?
Pork adobo.
Pork adobo. I'll take pork adobo anyway tonight. Okay, yeah, I'll take one. I'll take one.
Your wife.
Yeah. Don't tell her I said I'm having pork adobo tonight. Okay, have a nice day. Hi.
Alibaba lang.
You have Alibaba.
Onion rings.
Not onion rings. Do you have any
Orange.
salt and vinegar? I like
Mamamalengke pa ako.
I like the crunchy.
Onion rings.
No salt and
no,
vinegar. No salt and vinegar. What is this? What is this crunchy?
Yan, Alibaba chicken.
That's okay. I'll try 2 of those.
14.
You must get the salt and vinegar. You know, salt and vinegar. I love the salt. Hey, sweetheart. How are you? Hey, cutie.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And you have a wonderful day. Morning. Magandang umaga. No more pakwan?
No more.
No more. Ah, they're done. Ah, good morning. They had a lot yesterday. Did they sell it all? Ah. Okay, next time. Where?
How many pakwan?
Oh, I just want one.
Watermelon?
Bigyan mo ako ng one.
One only.
You have?
Yeah. Right now?
25?
25.
Okay, I'll wait here. Okay.
Oh, follow me.
Okay. Ah, pakwan. Ah, salamat. Ah, salamat. Have a nice day. So, surprise number one was there was no pakwan this morning. They had tons of pakwan yesterday when I walked by there, and I thought for sure they would still have leftovers. So, surprise number two was there was a pakwan. So, all you do is ask, and ye shall find. Okay, so as you can see, the workers are they're getting back into business again here, busy as a beaver this morning. I got all of the plants watered here this morning, and I went down inside the basement. I got all the concrete for the columns and all the concrete on the floor. I got it all nice and wet, so that should help out with its curing process also. We got to be coming close to the 14-day. I have to go back and look what day we actually poured that, because I don't remember what day it is. So anyway, I want to say something about yesterday. Okay, sometimes you make a mistake. I actually, when it came to the, got the watermelon in the morning, the pakwan, all right? When I got that, I knew it was pakwan, and somewhere between when I typed it in, and I don't know if I did a spelling correct or what, because I usually try to be accurate with the information that I post. And I went online and I looked to make sure to verify my facts and things like that. And I remember it was pak, P-A-K. And I typed in, somehow it got pak, so, which supposedly refers to a Philippine comedian. But how do you know I wasn't ordering a Philippine female comedian? Anyway, so that's my alibi for today. So I'm gonna get the Bahay Kubo set up, and I'm gonna try to answer some of the questions. Maybe I'll answer them in a Bahay Kubo time here, and try to get some business taken care of while these guys are doing the tedious task of completing out those beams. So the crew are on break. It's 10:30 in the morning here now, and I went around and I took a look and just to do some spot checks, and everything is on track. The splices are in the right place. Very high quality work these guys are doing right now, and I'm very happy about that. They are working a little bit also on the cantilever for the bathroom, which is very nice. They did a very nice job of that, where it makes its connection into the main beams, and we have some long strands, and where it is spliced, it's in a very good place. So I'm and there's no splices on the outside, on the edge, so everything is looking good with the cantilever bathroom beam construction. And yeah, everything is looking really good. It's slow. They're going a little slower, but they're going slower because they want to be careful, because they don't want to have to redo anything. So that's very good. And my contractor was on site very early this morning, inspecting everything. He's paying a little bit more attention, making sure that the crew actually does this right, and I certainly appreciate his efforts there. So anyway, what I'm going to do right now is, I have so many comments and questions and things like that in the comment section. I want to go ahead and try to address some of those right here, because I didn't have a chance this morning to get to it at the house. There were some other research and things I was doing this morning when I got up. So let's go ahead and press on and take a look at what we got here this morning. So Sabat777 says, "Hi James, nice to see how quickly the guys learn the correct rebar approach. All too frequently I see videos which unfairly imply Filipinos are not very clever, trying to be diplomatic to those other vloggers. I think they're very resourceful, clever, and hardworking, so thanks for showcasing that. Lack of training should never be mistaken for stupid. On a separate note, how are you going to manage the separation of parallel runs of power and data cables? Maybe short runs, renter interference insignificant. I would be tempted to run a hard line out to the Bahay Kubo, but that's just me. Hope you are feeling better." So let's go ahead with the beginning of his comment on there, and I've had other people make a comment about that. I will tell you right now, the Philippine people, the Philippine craftsmen and skilled workers over here, they are some of the most skilled workers in the world, and there has never been an implication on my part that anybody is lazy or anybody is trying to take advantage of me. The workers here, I mentioned, and if you go through some of my comments in some of the previous videos, the workers here are used to working on smaller projects than this one. Smaller projects meaning that a lot of times when they're using 6-meter bars, the 6-meter bars, some of the houses are only about right around 5 meters wide. They're like 5 by 5. They're not very big houses. And when you do construction like that, and you do anchors, and you run your hooks inside beams into your column. Oh, I got you. Sorry for that interruption. You're sitting on my phone. I had to check I'm expecting a delivery from somebody today. Every time I try to get back in the video, I either get a plane flying overhead, or I get a phone message or an SMS message, something like that. I apologize. Just a moment. There must be some kind of event coming up. I never heard over this past week, and the wind. Oh, all right. I think the planes are gone. The winds kind of popped up, but I tried to put a little windscreen on the sides. So anyway, let's finish this question. That's Sabat's question. So anyway, as far as the Filipino worker goes, the Filipino worker is a very competent worker. I have full faith in this team and my contractor. The only thing is some of the training that they've had, some of the previous experience that they had are on smaller scale. And what I said, one of the other subscribers made a comment about it and there was an implication that things are done a little bit differently here in the Philippines. Well, no, they're not done here differently in the Philippines when it comes to safety and building properly. they have the same training as anybody does in any industrialized nation around the world. I've seen some of the courses that they have in here for architecture and for structural engineering and things like that. And these guys are trained extremely well in the Philippines. And again, lack of experience might be part of the problem that we have here. And I allow for that. I understand that. And so if I can support them with the information, or I have people that have built around, like David. He might not be a structural engineer, but he's built 26 houses in the Philippines, and he has a firm understanding of the methods and the techniques when it comes to building a proper house. And then we've gone back and we've done fact checks on those same techniques that he has, and they're all accurate. And my architect is familiar with the techniques as well. And when I ask him if a specific thing that they've done is incorrect, and he acknowledges that they're incorrect, he's more than willing to fix it. And what it is, it's a training event also for his team. His team is getting better, and they're getting on-the-job training. So I support those guys, and we will press on. And again, I have a great team. And for the this is a long question. And for the part about running data cables along with power, no, we will not be running the data cables for the Ethernet runs with the power. Normally, you always want to separate them. And electricity emits a field. It's like an EMI field inside there. And that field, that's actually when you put like a clamp meter on to check amperage. You don't touch the wire, you just put it around the outside, and it detects the power that's going through there, and that will also wreak havoc with data cables. So you always want to make some kind of separation, and I'm not sure what the standard is, but usually if you do it at least a couple inches away, some people say 6 inches, some people say 12 inches, I would be happy with 2 inches of separation between my data cables and my electrical cables. And he said I would be tempted to run a hard line out to Bahay Kubo. Well, I have I have this guy right here, my Wi-Fi, and I will keep this because even though I might not use it so much here around the house, when I'm traveling, I like to have Wi-Fi. So I will always have Wi-Fi capability if I can't reach one in the house. But I have a very good line of sight from here through the porch into where that Wi-Fi device is. I don't think I'm going to have any problem. So let's continue. Keith Thompson says, "What's up with the Oakley gear?" Well, I'm not wearing Oakley gear today. I'll tell you what is with the Oakley gear. I like Oakley. They design really good T-shirts. I like their shorts. I like their T-shirts. I like their glasses. They actually have a good product. And I don't buy the Oakley stuff until it's on sale. They always have these sales. And if I walk into this store, I will never buy Oakley at the full price because it is extremely expensive. So I wait till the stuff goes on sale, and it's good quality, and that's why I like it. I am a creature of habit. I am a creature of brands. If I find a brand, something, and I like it, and I get no endorsements for any of this. I keep telling you, I get no endorsements. I make no money off of any of this. So anyway, for the shirt for the Oakley, I like Oakley. For the slippers, they call them over here, like the flip flop kinds of things, I like Crocs. And of course, for peanut butter, I like Skippy. So these are things that I like, and I'm consistent. Oh, and for my shorts and my pants, I like 511. I wore 511, and I still wear 511 exclusively because of the quality of their brand, and because all the little, I mean, have you seen, I don't know if you can see, you see all the little pockets, side pockets, these pockets, the loops that you have here, and the back pockets, and they got spots for if you want to put a camera inside here. You cannot beat 511, and they last forever. There's two kinds. They have ones that have the strands inside for the summer lightweight, and they have the heavyweight summer cotton ones, which I actually like the summer heavyweight, even in a hot place like here in the Philippines, because they wear a little bit better than the ones that have the fiber inside. Okay, enough on that. But good question. Hank O says, network Wi-Fi ubiquity. I get excellent coverage. Ubiquity. I am so familiar with Ubiquity. I have Ubiquity at my house in the U.S. I have the Ubiquity bullets, and I've used the Ubiquity Nano Station to create an access point. If you don't know anything about Ubiquity, Ubiquity has a really good line of anything like if you want to extend your network out. If you have a building across town and you want to shoot a signal across, you can send it across town. I mean, it goes kilometers and you can do kilometers worth of pushing your signal and things like that. But yeah, I'm very familiar with Ubiquity, and I love Ubiquity products. Thank you, Hanko. My Life's Journey, Rendell G. Kirby says, are you running solar panels at all with the free sun there? Rendell, I've talked about this before. And I'm actually trying. I've actually sent a message out again yesterday or an email to a solar company up in Makati, and I'm requesting a consultation. My problem here, as I've explained in some of the previous videos, is my house faces south, which that's not the problem. That's a great place. You want your southern exposure, of course, you know that. But the optimum places for me to put solar panels in this house, I'm actually not allowed to have them on the southern side or on the west side, which the best places to have your solar panels is on the south facing and on the west side, so you get the entire morning, afternoon, and the evening as it's dropping down. Unfortunately, where I'm allowed to put them is the opposite. I'm only allowed to put it on the east side and on the north side, which I have to talk. We have a homeowners association meeting in, when is it? Is it May? It's either May or June. I can't remember when it is, but I'm going to find out. And we'll be to the point at that stage that we can actually bring up questions about that. The restriction is you can't have any solar panels facing the street, where you can see as you're driving on the street at the house. It's an aesthetics thing for the subdivision, but it's not a green thing, and it's not a right way to approach things. This is a farm lot housing site, and they're supposed to teach you how to be self-sufficient, have your own garden and things like that. It's supposed to be nature type of a home living environment here. So I think if we bring the topic up, I think there might be some changes, maybe an upcoming annex or something like that. So I will ask that question. Wolfen 4966 says, James, I don't mean to add fuel to the fire, but as my formal training as an engineer going on for my design degree, we had to pass residential electricity and manufacturing electrical understanding. Okay, to the point, do they have AFIs, arc fault interrupters there? They are, for the sole purpose of preventing fire or wire burnout. AFIs are like GFCIs and do close to the same function, except they are slow blow and thermal sensor instead of just high volt or amp. Let me know if you can find them. I would suggest you incorporate them. By the way, BTW, I was raised in the seismic active area also. LA, California. Yours truly, John. So anyway, John, I am going to put GFCIs. I have never heard of the AFIs before, but I'm always willing to learn something. So I will look those up. But I do like the GFCIs. I don't like slow blow, because the GFCIs, you need to have those in a wet environment, because you don't want slow blow when you're getting electrocuted from your bathtub or anything like that. Of course, you know, I don't have to tell you that. But the AFIs may be something appropriate for other areas. But I will look, I will do the research, and I thank you for giving me some awareness on that. John also has, I'm not sure if this helps, but this is what I found for Cat 6 cable. And he sent me a link, and I want to thank everybody who responded. I got so many responses, private emails, and here in the comment section. I must not know how to use Lazada very good. Amazon.com in the US, when you do a search for something, you are flooded by research answers and solutions inside there. You type Cat 6, and there will be dozens, if not hundreds, of vendors that you can get inside there. When I tried to do Cat 6 over here, and you should be able to just do Cat 6. I don't know if maybe I had to put a space in there or something like that between Cat and 6. But I only got one solution on that. They had one box that had a 100-meter run on that one on a manufacturer that I particularly didn't know too much about, and I wanted to go with a high quality. But everybody sent me a bunch of really good links on Lazada also, so I have a lot of options in there. And they gave me links for pages, for like faceplate connectors, for RJ45 connectors for the network, and lots of good stuff. So I thank everybody that took the time out to actually help me with doing the search. So I've bookmarked all of those, and when it comes time to ordering, which is going to probably be pretty soon, I'm going to be probably grabbing a lot of stuff off Lazada. So thanks again for that. So anyway, Meningate says, good to see you rolling again, James. And I'm going through this whole thing. He talks about the network and stuff like that. And he had a question about the rebar. And I'm going to get right to the part where he says, so if you look at today's vlog at around 2346 to 2400, shows you giving the corner explanation. Well, if you look at the two bottom bars coming in from the left of the picture, they look like, they both look to be bent up at the front of the pillar and not in the back as you have been explaining. I hope I'm wrong, but best to ask then to mention after the pour. Okay, I did a screen capture, and here's what the screen capture looks like. And if this is what you're talking about, Menon, those two bars that are coming from the left, it doesn't have to go all the way to the end. It only has to go past the center line of the column, and you'll see that those are actually to the right of the center line inside there. That's all you need for the anchoring, is just past center line. So if that's not the question you asked, please get back with me again, but it looks good to me. Andrew S. says, hi James, try this link below. It is Open Pinoy, and they're in Manila, but will ship to you for price. This is 300 meter of Cat 6 cable. Again, very good. I looked at all these, and I'm going to take each one of these things, and when it comes time to order, I'm going to choose. You guys are helping me out a lot with some of these sourcing, and I really appreciate it. Thank you, Andrew, for that one. Let's see, Steve from Cayuga Valley, Isabella, and beyond. And my wife answered that one. Okay, so my wife likes talking to Steve. Is there something going on there, Steve? So anyway, David Z says, James, thanks for the shout out and the video. Perfect. Just what I was looking for. This was extremely helpful to me. I have plenty of notes for rebar now, and thanks for the glimpse into the network. Looking forward to seeing it play out in the future. Well, very good. I'm glad to help you, David. I didn't want to get back out there and crawl all over that rebar again, so I'm glad you got that. Charles Brand says, James, great video with good network info. Really appreciate you doing the video even though you're feeling ill. I know one thing, I'm shipping my own Cat 6E products. Take care and keep up the good vlogs. I hope you get well. Thank you very much, Charles. And let me say something also about when you're ordering, when you're putting in your Ethernet inside your house, more expensive or the latest and greatest not necessarily is the best option for you. What you have to do, you can actually go to sites and there'll be comparisons. There'll be comparisons between Cat 5, Cat 5e, Cat 6, Cat 6a, and 6e, and the new generation of the Cat 7. If you have something that's going to be overcut, if you need 10 gig transfer thing on your internal network or something like that, then that's fine. But most of the time, that's way overkill. If you're running a data center or something like that, well, maybe that's what you need. But you can save a lot of money by going with a like a Cat 6. I mean, even Cat 5e is actually not a bad standard inside your house for most of the stuff that you have. I know everybody wants the latest and greatest, and they're also looking at future expansion, something like that. But for most of the time, most home networking needs, Cat 6 is probably going to be fine and dandy for what you need. So, but do the research before you actually go out and spend a lot of money. June Santos says, how about Android TV instead of Smart TV? I think it would be much better. Well, we actually have, in our house in the U.S., we actually have some extra boxes, some boxes that we're actually pulling Philippine content that we're watching in the U.S. Well, my wife is watching it because she likes to watch the Philippine soap operas and things like that. And the devices that she's used in the past are all Android-based devices. And they look identical to like an Apple TV. The little square box and things like that. And yeah, and that could work. But what I like about some of the smart TVs, I like the integration. I like things to be clean. If I don't have to add another box, I don't want to do that. Also, you can actually say that little compartment that I was talking about, where all my network goes inside. You can actually put something like just a external USB drive, or you can set up like a NAS, a network attached storage device, which is basically like a really big USB external drive, and you can put all your movies and TV shows and media, all your media on that, and you could stream it through that Ethernet connection, which I'm going to have that connects to the back of my TV, and you can actually connect that to your stereo and things like that these days. So that's why why I want a smart TV instead of going with an Android device. But you never know. You always leave room for expansion. Never say never. I learned that a long time ago. After I came back from my first deployment overseas, I was like, never. I am never going back over there again. But I did. Okay, let's, Elvis. Elvis has left the building. Elvis Luna. Elvis Luna, how much does a house cost in the Philippines? Oh, my wife answered that. Our Philippine Life says, hello again, James. Glad to hear you weathered the 5.9 earthquake. Well, we didn't get the 5.9 here. The 5.9 actually hit in Batangas, which isn't very far. I think ours was like a 5.1 or something like that. I was thinking of you when I heard about it. I'm sure your house is being built to withstand such things in the future. Well, it is now. Okay, we're not gonna go there. You are right about not rushing into relationship, especially the Philippines, where the temptation is so strong. Oh, and that referred to, I did a Bahay Kubo time about just using your head when it comes to with relationships over here and making commitments, long-term commitments in a short time span, things like that. And thank you very much, and congratulations to you on being very happily married for over 10 years with a 5-year-old daughter. I'm very happy for you, and I'm glad. I love hearing good success stories when it comes to relationships with, especially for people who meet either on the internet or traveling or something like that from one country to the next. Kudos to you guys. Regina Andalt says, sorry, it's not your dog. No, it's not my dog. Every morning I can see Dog, so excited to see you. Yeah, Dog is not my dog, but I treat him like, even though he's not my dog, I love animals, and I treat him just like if he was a family member for me, because he kind of is like a family member, because I don't have a family over here. The town, the community of Anilao, and the children, and the all the people, and the dogs and stuff like that. They're my family right now until my wife comes back over and joins me over here, and my family from the U.S. we can get together again. Oh, also Regina says, I'm laughing about your Pakwang instead of Pakwan. Yeah, and everybody else's too. And then M. Isido says, Pakwan, James. Okay. And Mark says, I have a bottle of champagne to celebrate the completion of this project and all of the hard work you and your crew are doing. It's wonderful and education. I'll be watching it till the bitter end. Well, I hope it's not so bitter. I hope it's a sweet end. I hope the whole process is sweet end. But, you know, there's going to be some ups and downs, stuff like that. And I know that as long as you accept stuff like that, it'll be fine. But I think we're going to have, I'm confident we're going to have a successful conclusion to this. So anyway, guess who just showed up? So I'm going to have to stop Bahay Kubo time right now, and I will try to get back to some of the comments on site here. But David, I just got a text message from David, and he wants to come by and see how the progress is going on here. So, of course, he's going to want to inspect some stuff. So anyway, I'll be back in just a little bit. Well, it's like 5:12. The guys are off for the afternoon. They just broke, and they got a lot of stuff accomplished today. We are almost getting back into the shape of where we were before, and this time these beams are super clean and they look super strong. The way they're actually doing this, the anchoring is wonderful. And you saw over there they're working on the cantilever. And I don't know if you noticed, but the cantilever goes all the way to the edge, and there's another beam on the inside. And the beam on the inside, it looks like it's dropped down. Well, it is dropped down because all the areas that are wet areas, bathrooms and the porch, you noticed the one up here. I don't know if you saw that earlier. This one right over here, you see how this one is lower. This is a lower beam right here than all the other ones. And the reason is because that's the front porch, and that's for the rain and stuff like that, so it pours off and it doesn't get inside the house. And all the wet rooms are done like that. Every wet room in the Philippines, by code, it has to be, I don't know how many centimeters it has to be down, but it's like about that much. And that floor has to be lower, so the beam's a little bit lower inside there. And the back porch, you see the back porch has a smaller beam than that beam over there, because it's actually at a lower level. You'll notice that when they do building any wet room. So anyway, very productive day today. I got sidetracked on a couple of things, but they were pleasant sidetracks. Lunch with Anna and Henry, and the visit this morning by David and Rhea. And again, very, very pleasant afternoon, and got a lot of stuff accomplished. I said that today was going to be a day of many surprises, so it was a day of many surprises. Everything from this morning as I was walking up here to the visit, to the lunch, and then there's a box here. I'm not going to say what's in the box, but that came in today. I ordered that online, so maybe you could guess and let me know what you think is inside a box that size right there. I don't have time to open it or do anything with it tonight. It's late and I need to go get some dinner from Tess and head back to the house. But tomorrow I'm gonna open the box, and until tomorrow, which is gonna be day 52, day 52 on the build here at Villa FELIZ, and they're going to be continuing on with this, but they're getting close to the end of this, and then they'll get back into the formwork, and then they'll get into the rebar. So this is, what did I say today? Today is Friday, and so I expect, I'm going to just make a speculation that by the end of next week, by next weekend, we will be very close to a pour. So anyway, if you enjoyed today's video and you found it informative and hopefully entertaining, please give me a thumbs up, please share, and please subscribe. Just click on that little My PI Dream heart down in the bottom right hand side of your screen there, and you will get the updated push notices when I upload a new video. So until tomorrow, which is going to be building day 52 here at Villa FELIZ, you have a wonderful afternoon.